Welcome to Western Reserve News, and you're watching the highlights of meetings that we're doing this week. The week of September 14th, 2015. Western Reserve News on Monday was at the Perry Township Trustee Meeting and the Goshen Trustee Meeting. On Tuesday, Western Reserve News was at the Poland Village Council meeting. At the Poland Village Council meeting, a grandmother tells of her grandson receiving a bacterial infection after wading in Yellow Creek.
We'll work for Stephanie and hopefully get some avenues opened up for you.
Okay. Well,
And tell us where you live, please.
Oh, yeah.
For those who don't know.
Okay. Barbara Stacy, I live at 4885 Arrow Road, Poland Township. My grandson, Cody, was in 7th grade last year. On November 7th, they were back here on this playground and going over to Kravitz's, okay? And as he was running through, he slipped and went down that embankment, okay? And there was evidently a big tree stump or something sticking up. So it caught him on his knee, ripped it open, and he landed in Yellow Creek. Okay, so he called me immediately. I was subbing at Union, and he said, "Grandma, I'm really hurt." So I come flying down here, and the boys, I don't know how, and the girls carried him up from that. And it was very, very steep down there. Got him in the car, took him to the hospital, got him here to Akron Children's, and they said, "We cleaned it out as best we could, but you never know about creek water. So just watch him." So I was going to have him the next day when his mother went to work. So when I got up there, he goes, "Boy, my knee's really hurting, Grandma." And I looked down, and I said, "Where's the thermometer? We got to take his temperature." It's like 103. Called Akron Children's. They said, "Get him here immediately." Got him up there. They lanced it. They worked on it, and the doctor came out, and he said, "There's something very horrific in his knee, and we can't do anything. You have to take him to Akron." So we called Akron, got him up there. He was there 13 days, 3 operations. And their doctor up there, Dr. Shanker, is the infectious disease specialist of the world. They were very lucky to have that man up there. He came over and he said, in Cody's leg is human fecal, animal fecal, E. coli, and the 4th one, we can't name it, but I have sent it to Asia, Africa. I've sent it to every one of my colleagues in the world. I got one response. They don't know the name of it, but it's horrific. So he said he's got to be on a PICC line for 9 weeks at least. And he said, "All I can tell you is the antibiotics that I'm putting in this PICC line are going to definitely kill the human fecal, animal fecal, E. coli. This one we don't know. But thank God he's not a diabetic, because he probably would have lost his leg."
And the EPA said that Yellow Creek has a higher than acceptable bacterial count.
So finally, somebody at the dog warden was nice enough to help me out. This lady, she said, "Here's what I'm going to tell you to do." She said, "You got to call the EPA." And I got the EPA's number, so I called the EPA. And the lady there was very nice, but she said, "I don't know what to tell you to do." She said, "Because, well, you know, there's no money for this." I said, "No money?" I said, I just want to get the water tested. I just want to see what's in this water." You know, that. So she said, "Well, you're just going to have to call somebody." I said, "That's okay. I'm done." I said, "I will be in the Vindicator, and I'm going to call all my 3 TV stations." And I said, "I promise you, if nothing's done, I will be on Matt Lauer's show. I promise you. I'm not giving up on this, because there's many kids that play in this creek, and they shouldn't be in there. There's no way on earth anybody should be in that water." So I said, "That's okay." I hung up. Not within 1 minute, I looked down at my phone. It was the EPA. And Gerald Orr is the head of the EPA. And he said, "Can you tell me what happened?" He said, "You have to understand, we get prank calls all the time. That's why we don't call people back." I said, "Really?" I don't think that's very good business. I said, I taught 40 years. If I would have left a message, I'm sorry I'm away from your children right now. Please leave your name, number, and message, and I'll call back, get you back as soon as I can. I'd have lost my job. How can you people never call people back, and how can you never be at your desk? I don't understand that. I didn't call one day. I called 5 days, morning, noon, and night. I said, if it wasn't for the lady at the dog warden, I don't know what I would have done, because nobody helped me. Nobody. So I told him what happened, and he said to me, I could hear his voice cracking. And he said, I have an 11-year-old son. I can't imagine him going through what your grandson. I said, no, you wouldn't want to. So he said, I'm Miss Stacy, can you get a hold of Cody? I said, yes. And he said, I will be up there tomorrow. And we'll go down there, and we're going to test this water. Okay? So within a week, no phone call, I call him immediately. He goes, oh my God, we just got the results. I was just going to call you. He said, we're very concerned when your bacteria count in any water in Ohio, anywhere, is more than between 200 and 300. Cody's was 8,400.
When was this?
November 7th.
Did we ever know about this?
No.
No.
No, because I had nobody helping me. Christine, the reason nobody did, I called Tim.
Wait, I never heard about it.
Okay, I told Tim, and I said, I have the water tested. I had to wait now for, he said, here's what you have to do. He said, we got the water, here's your results. I'm going to give it to the EPA. To your Ohio ones. Pat Sweeney called me. She said, I'll do everything I can with you. I called 2 other agencies, and they said, what we have to do is, we have to wait, because now it's so cold. You said, you're going to have to wait till next spring.
Thank goodness it froze over last year.
Right. Then the horrific water came with all the rains in May and June. He said, I have to have 7 solid days of sunshine before I can retest again. I said, okay. I said, that's fine. But I said, he said, I promise you I will back up there. And he and Pat Sweeney's assistant both came. And they said, we'll help you out any way you can. I said, because there should be no kids. Yeah. Sure enough, we go down to test. There's 6 kids playing around there. One of my students homeschools her children. And she took them on a field trip. The little girl slipped and fell, and she has Mercer of the Year. So I said, they've got to do something. I brought the results from that. He retested, it's 280. He said, but it always fluctuates. So I said, somehow they've got to barricade, do something. Put something over this water. And I went to the township, and Jim Charvelli said, well, that's a big distance. I said, but it's a kid's life. Because the next time, the other's not going to be as happy. I said, there's so many wonderful people in Poland. I've lived here all my life. I know if they can help us out. I don't care. Those kids are in that creek. And Mark Cabell said, Bart, don't you remember at the high school, the big joke was, maybe you remember, Christine, was when you got a big, big rain. Those kids couldn't wait to go home, get their kayaks, get their inner tubes, and they were down this thing all the way to Struthers. And whoever had the most leeches on them, Dr. Brine took off the leeches, and he counted them. Whoever had the most leeches won. That's it. So I said, you see, they're all in there.
Yeah.
And I worked at the cross country, just training through there. No way this can go on. I'm telling you right now, no way, because he said that water, I talked to a professor at YSU, he sends his kids out here every year. He said it's the worst reading anywhere.
Oh.
Yellow Creek in Poland has the worst reading of any area.
At Goshen Township, let's hear the EMS and Fire report.
Goshen Township trustees here. August 2015 report. Damascus Fire month of August. We had 41 calls. EMS was 29, 16 in Goshen, 9 in Butler, 3 others, and 1 in Knox. We had 12 fire runs. And again, whether you're a resident or not, please wear your seatbelt when you come through and at all times, please. The department responded to a large barn and garage fire. It appeared to be burning for quite a while before anybody noticed it and got a call. But they did save the house and the things in the house. So that was a shame because that was a 100-year-old barn and shed that we lost. So But Derek wants to thank everybody that was involved in all the other departments for the great help and response that they got and to do that. So, again, please, no open burnings, because if it's get complaints, we have to put it out. So, if you are going to burn, don't burn trash, furniture, plastics, and things like that. So, we appreciate it. We've had lately runs at our local trailer parks that are not calls that they should be calling an ambulance for. They just want to ride to the emergency room. They don't feel good or stub the toe, I mean, absolutely the calls are not warrant an ambulance call. But we've been getting quite a few of them again. So I just wanted to report on that. And most important, we're always accepting new applications for membership. So please, if anybody's interested, contact Derek, and it's 330-853-4418, please. We're always looking for good help. Thank you.
Should a church service be held at the Goshen Township Hall?
Well, we had a request from a gentleman that's here tonight that is interested in running our hall here every Sunday for starting a church. I've mentioned to the other two trustees. I don't know if you want to say a little bit about what you're trying to do, or
just for worship services and preaching of God's Word every Sunday for the people in the area here. Traditional hymns, basically, and so be open for everyone, kind of type of thing. And that's what we're kind of just want to get God's Word out on a regular basis, you might say, and make it public for people. And worship service and regular traditional hymns too. So that's basically it. And for 10 2-hour segment, hopefully from 10 to 12 each Sunday, and just kind of present that as my see if that'd be possible.
okay.
Was you thinking about having any type of Sunday school too, or?
Probably, it could be Sunday school. Yeah, probably join together with the worship service. Not with the worship service, but right before. Sometimes it might be a little special, like on Easter. We might have like a special presentation of something, DVD or something, that sort of thing, and as well as a message. But we buy like Christmas too. Christmas, there'll be special times during the year that there are special events, and maybe from time to time having a collective meal together. People that come get to know each other a little better that way after the service is done. And so that's basically what we're asking for.
I mean, I think it's a great idea what you're doing there. I think in my opinion, I need to check with the prosecutor, this being a government building, where we legally stand on something like this. It's never been brought up to us before. It's sort of a new thing that I've been asked about.
I have been involved with my uncle in the New England states, in town halls, and they've done that before, and now it's been years back, but whether it's still the same, I'm not sure.
Like I said, I don't have a clue on that. I think that's our next step is, before we discuss it anymore, is to find out if it's even a possibility or not before we go any farther. So.
Now we're willing to wait.
Okay.
And Goshen Township decides to invest.
The Star Ohio account, which has had 43,000, it's 43,765 today, but I don't think we've ever touched it in 7 years. It's earning 0.11%. So basically 1/10%. The banker and I recommend that we close the Star Ohio. We put that money in checking, and then we convert the checking account from a public funds interest-bearing account to a commercial analysis fund. That's just paperwork. It doesn't change the checks, it doesn't change the account number or anything like that. Then we can take $200,000 of that money, which will then be around $700,000 in checking. $200,000 into a 2-year Cedars account, paying 0.804%, which is like 40 times what we're getting on our checking account. And then we'd invest $100,000 for 1 year at 0.501%. And then we invest at least $100,000 in the money market, which will pay 0.08, which again is 4 times what we're making. And we always need to keep about $200,000 in checking. But as money increases, we can pull some out of checking, put it back into the money market. Or if we need money, we take it out of the money market and put it back into checking. It's a manual effort. It's not like our old sweep account where it was automatic. We have to do it. And if we do that, we'll make a whole lot more on interest, although it's still not very much. But it's a lot more than we're making today.
Perry Township leaf pickup, and the pancake breakfast probably won't happen until November.
Leaf bags at Home Depot, October the 17th. You need to show your driver's license. Leaf pickup will begin on November 2nd on the north side of the township for 2 weeks, and then move to the south side of the township on November 16th for 2 weeks. These must be in bags and lifted into the truck by 1 person and must be curb-sized. Sticks and twigs should be bundled separately and will be picked up at a different time.
Is there any other new business we need to discuss?
These leaf bags, I believe I read in the paper that they're going to have a coupon put in your water bill, people that get city water. And then you'll take that to the Home Depot. Was it 9 to 2, Susan?
I don't know the time.
I think that's what it said in the newspaper, 9 to 2 or something like that on October 17th. If you don't have water, then take a driver's license.